Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing? Well, it's pretty late. Trying to get ready for bed. I want to talk about. Um, I have a question. Why are people acting like black women are the only people that's on Section 8? That's what I want to know. Why are people acting like black women are the only people that get Section 8? Because when everybody's talking about these cuts that's getting ready to go down and everything, um, with Section 8 and everything, um, the main thing that particularly black men, and I know there's a lot of black men that really, really love to bash black women, and um, but it's just like it just seems like the only focus is black women on Section 8. Well, I'm here to tell you that black women are not the only people that are on Section 8. I checked a few stats, and as of 2016, you had 93% black people on Section 8, and you had 94 or 95% white people on Section 8. And there's, I forget the percentage of Hispanic. I think it's 30 something percent Hispanic that's on Section 8. And you have Um, they said one statistic said 70% or 17% disabled. Another one I read said 30% disabled and elderly people. Maybe maybe the 17% is the disabled and the 30% is the elderly. Because you have a certain percentage of elderly people that receive Section 8. You have a certain percentage of disabled people that are on Section 8. And there's quite a few whites. Almost black people and white people are almost neck and neck with the Section 8 as far as percentages as of 2016, last year. So when people be talking about the cuts, why is it the main people that they talk about is black women when there are other groups that are on the Section 8 program? So when you sit around and you say, "Oh well, I'm glad they're gonna cut it. They're gonna cut them black women off." Well, this that means disabled people will be getting cut. The elderly will be getting cut, and a large percentage of white people will be getting cut because it's almost the same amount of white people as black people that are on a Section 8 program. So when you sit around and you say, "Well, I hope they do cut it," then you're talking about taking away benefits from the disabled people and the elderly because black women aren't the only people that's on Section 8. And I just getting so tired of when they talk about Section 8, the only people that they can think about on the program is black women when there are other groups of people that are on the Section 8 program. And so um, it was really, really sad. It's really, really sad that black women are horribly stereotyped and all black women that get Section 8 are looked down upon. Um, the other groups of people that are on Section 8 don't appear to be getting looked down upon, but the only people that are on Section 8, uh, the very people that are on Section 8, which is black women, are getting looked down upon. But the other groups of people that are on Section 8 are not getting looked down upon. And that's really sad. And I'm just really, really getting tired of people stereotyping black women and acting as if black women are the only people that's on the Section 8 program, you know. And if they do drastic cuts to the Section 8 program, then you're going to be getting a certain percentage of elderly people that will be getting cut. You'll get a certain percentage of um, the disabled people that will be getting cut from the program. So I just this is something I was marinating on. I thought about to say, well, let me look at the stats on this and see how many black women are actually on it, or black people. That it says black people. It doesn't say, it doesn't break the stat down like that. It doesn't say, oh, this percentage of black women. It says African Americans. It's like 93% African Americans on it, and this percentage is slightly higher for white people. Yes, according to that stat, there are more white people on Section 8 than there are black people. But when you guys talk about the Section 8 cuts, the only people that you can focus on is black women, the black women that are receiving the Section 8. You know, so it's like it's okay for everybody else to get it, but there's a major problem when black women get it. And I know that I get it that a lot of all this is most majority all this is coming from bitter black men that hate black women, you know, and they want to use this as an opportunity, obviously, to bash black women. But why is it okay for those other groups to be on Section 8, but it's not okay for black women to be on it? All of a sudden, when black women is on it, it's a major problem. It's really interesting because, like I said, I gave up my Section 8 years ago. When I was on it, I had no idea that it was such a huge stigma attached to being on Section 8. I mean, I just had no idea at the time, you know. Um, I just feel like at the time I was in need of some housing assistance. And I was really, really grateful and really glad that I was able to get that assistance at that particular time because I really needed it. I didn't realize there was such a huge stigma attached to being on Section 8, particularly for black women. And I bet you 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of these black women that are on the Section 8 program that are working, you know? Um, but I just get so tired of people. It's like people are suggesting, well, it's okay for the other groups to be on it, but it's a major problem if black women are on it. See, it's like, you know, do we not have the right to get help if we need it? I mean, our children don't deserve to have a roof over our head if they need to have a roof over their head. And it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad that um, when people think of Section 8, the first people that pop into their mind is black women. When it's clear there are clearly other groups of people that are on Section 8. But the only people that when Section 8 comes up, the only people that can pop up into your head is black women. That's really sad, you know. And that's what I was saying. I said, well, I'm gonna check the stats and find out what's going on with the stats, find out what other groups are on this program, and there are other groups. Certain, I think it might be 17% disabled and 30% elderly is on it. But a large percentage of elderly people are on Section 8. So when you say, oh, I'm glad they're going to cut the Section 8 program, well, a certain percentage of the elderly will be getting cut. A certain percentage of the disabled will be getting cut. And yes, a lot of white people will be getting cut too. But you're happy that the cuts are going to take place. Why? Because there's black women on it. What kind of values does that suggest? You know, I'm just really getting tired of black women being horribly stereotyped. You know, it's terribly stereotyped. When Section 8 comes up, the subject of Section 8 comes up, the only thing people can think about is black women. It's really sad that we're human beings just like everybody else, and it's really sad that we're just horribly we get really really horribly stereotyped, and it's the perception that we don't deserve to have anything. We even get looked down upon for even seeking an education, for getting an education. You know, it's really really sad. You know. But that's what I just wanted to say. I just wanted to say that there are other groups of people on Section 8. So if you're talking about you're glad that Section 8 they're going to cut Section 8, well, you're saying that you're glad that the other groups are going to be cut off as well. So these stereotypes against black women just needs to stop. It's just ridiculous. But I know it's not going to stop, you know. Um, I got some more interesting video topics coming up. This is Sweet June.